Hey, we're back. We're live. Happy New Year. I apologize. I am still battling that cough, but I've talked to a doctor and I'm feeling a lot better and I'm on some meds. So, this isn't one of those videos where I'm like, 2026, here's the strategy, here's what you're going to do. I'm going to talk a little bit about this live show, which I've made several changes to in the past 12 months. And that's good, I think. And next, three things that I want to cover today that are basically my 2026 plan. I'm not sure anyone cares, but I do. And this first one is, like I said, 3 points. Excuse me. This first one is accountability. And I thought a lot about this over the holiday break. I'm in a lot of communities. I've mentioned that here before, though I think it's been a few months. I'm in about a dozen Slack groups. I'm in a couple of communities I pay to be a member of for guidance, coaching, collaboration, and sort of shared trauma. And it's interesting. I've learned a lot about what motivates me, and I've learned a lot about what helps me follow through. And what I've learned about accountability, at least for me, is that you don't, I struggled to build it by increasing pressure. It's built with me by increasing clarity. And I came to this conclusion because of the third thing that I'm going to mention here, which is, well, the second one is personal health. And the third one is time blocking strategy update. And I came to this realization over the holiday break when I was doing a massive brain dump, like outline for 2026 planning for the business and the content I want to share here on YouTube and a bunch of other things that I need to do in the business. And it dawned on me that pressure is simply not enough. It decreases my accountability. Just the facts, man. So I understand there are many ways to misread this, and you may disagree. Leave a comment if you do. That'd be fantastic. But if you spot the negative truth here, it's really about structure. That's what I've learned about myself, is I'm a creature of routine. And if you are too, then it probably makes sense that when I started time blocking and following through with that, what I found is that I'm led by my calendar a lot of the time. And time blocking has helped me get a lot more done and created more growth in the business in 2025 than it did the year prior. So more time blocking, although it may not be more time that I'm blocking, more granularity with the time blocks themselves, and shortening meetings, not allowing an entire hour to be blocked, is kind of the plan here. So the idea will be to fit in my physical goal for 2000. Excuse me, that's disgusting. Has anyone ever sneezed in a YouTube video before? Is that the first one? I think that's the first one. That may be the first sneeze in YouTube history. Anyway, I'm going to increase two things. One is the number of push-ups that I do every day. I've never mentioned this here before, but I've had for the last 5 years 100 push-ups a day goal. I'm going to increase that to 200 push-ups a day. And it's really going to come in 2 sprints. It's going to come with 100 in the morning. I do 10 sets of 10. This is not difficult. And then throughout the day for the next 10 hours, just do 10 every 10 hours. I could do sets of 20. That's fine. But the idea is to have continuous movement throughout the day to keep energy going, to keep blood going, and to feel like I'm achieving the goal of hitting my number, and we'll see how that goes. I don't anticipate that being difficult, but I can appreciate that you may think that's crazy. That's fine. The next one is time blocking. And I know I mentioned it, but I've shared my time blocking on here before. I'll try to put a link to that in the description, that previous video. But the idea is I have a lot of time blocked off very early in the morning. That's why I have time to journal, do my push-ups, maybe go for a walk and have a cup of coffee, get my girls started so they can get about their day, and because they don't bounce up as quickly as I do. So a time block that I want to try here at the start of the new year is push-up time for 5 minutes, from 55 minutes to the top of the hour. So 55th minute, I guess you would say, to the top of the hour, all day for 10 hours. It will include water break, bathroom break, and push-up break. And it will not be possible to block an entire hour on my calendar in 2026. That's it. 45 minutes is going to be the largest block. And my hope is that, and I'm also going to get more granular with my morning time block. Right now, I think it says, put my calendar up, it says mindfulness, exercise, and coffee. I'm going to break those out. And it's a 90-minute block from 4:30 in the morning until 6 a.m. So I'm going to break that up into multiple blocks, and there'll be more blocks in there. So it's more intentional and less wide open. And my hope is that it creates more that increased structure will increase the productivity and the value of that time. That's my goal. So look, it's really simple. These are not resolutions. I'm not a resolution guy, but I've learned how to keep myself accountable. And I am incredibly grateful to have had that epiphany and been able to articulate it, because I felt that way for months about how I work from an accountability standpoint. So some call where I'm like, hey, I commit to doing this, 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 and this. It's great, but it doesn't make me want to do the thing. If I don't block off the time, the thing's not going to get done, because I will jump all over greasing the squeaky wheel. So knowing myself, I think that update is going to help a lot from a calendaring standpoint, and from a personal health standpoint. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. In your mid 50s, and I am there, my body's going through some changes. And what I've learned is that 100 push-ups a day is just simply not enough to keep the momentum. And I think it's because it's difficult to build muscle once you're past the age of 50. I don't think that's unique to me. But I found that, and my goal is not to build muscle. I'm not trying to be yoked. I'm just trying to take good care of my body and have a discipline around taking care of my body, because it's the only one I have. And it's got to last me. It's got to last me hopefully at least another 30 years. 40 be amazing. We'll see. But if it's only going to go 25 more years, then I'm going to take care of it and ride that ride. So anyway, I hope this was informative and helpful. I hope you root for me. I would really appreciate a like or comment. Let me know you're rooting for me, and I will see you next Friday.